Hey friends, it's been a while and I have pulled out my Christmas collection to work with and had some time today, so I thought I would craft, and I decided to use my Cricut and cut out some rosettes using the Rosie Studios Sprinkled with Cheer collection. I will have a link to that collection in the description box below. So I'm using the ephemera, the chipboard, the puffy stickers, the sentiment ephemera pack, as well as the paper collection. So I just printed a bunch of rosettes with this red. It has little patterns on it as a background for my rosette. This paper is single-sided. So I've already created my rosettes off camera, and I thought we could decorate a couple together. So here is one that I've already done with Santa and the mantle, a little letter, no peeking. And then I've got some, this like tulle in the background with the gold and a little glittered snowflake. And then I have this one here with the mug with the gingerbread, a little Christmas tree, some holly leaves, and this flower was one that I created last year. So this flower is not using the Sprinkled with Cheer collection. I want to say this is like Busy Sidewalks or something. So let's go ahead and make a couple today. So I am going to keep with this really fun trim. I picked this up at a store here in my area that does, it's kind of like recycled craft supplies that people don't want anymore. You can donate them, and then you can go in and purchase these items. So I found that there. It is a place called Scrappy Elephant in Charlottesville, Virginia. So we're going to go ahead and use this, and I think it's meant mostly for the gold, but if you wanted to use the silver, you could just flip it over and use the silver as well. So we're going to cut 2 of those, and then what I've been doing is just layering them and then trimming it. And then let's get some snowflakes. And I've been adding the snowflake down kind of in the center there, and then using my hot glue gun. And then the glue here will be covered up by all of our embellishments. So make sure you check out the description box below for links to Rosie Studios, to the Sprinkled with Cheer collection, as well as any items that I'm using here in my video. I will share links and Amazon links to those items. So this one got a little messy, but that's okay. And then after that, I'm just going to take some scissors and trim this closer to the rosette. You could do this before, after, and I'm not looking for perfection with this, so it's okay if it's not, you know, a perfect circle. I just want to kind of get those rough edges taken away. So we're going to do this really quick. I hope everyone has been doing well and everyone is having fun crafting. I was sad to put away my Halloween, but I'm super excited about starting to craft for Christmas. So I think for the first one, I'm going to use some of the floral pieces. This cute little deer and little bird. So I think what I'm going to do is lay the holly down flat, and then we'll build up from there. So we're going to kind of lay this here, and then let's go ahead and pop up the flower. I'm using my Dollar Tree foam tape for this, and I'm using these Westcott titanium scissors. These are perfect if you're cutting anything that has adhesive. or paper with glue because it doesn't stick to your scissors. So I think we'll add this down next. I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of my hot glue. And I want to make sure that the greenery is showing as much as it can. So we're going to add that off to the side. And then we'll add our deer. So I definitely know that I want to pop up the deer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my pieces a little smaller. Kind of gauge where I want to put the foam tape. Need some on her head, some on her leg, and then we need a couple of really thin pieces for her legs as well. And I think this might be a little too thick. Yeah, let's cut this down a little bit more. I think I'm going to cut this in half, see how that works. And then we'll put some, yeah, we'll put some at the bottom of her legs here. And I'm going to cut this a little shorter because they don't need to be that long. And then I think this piece is good. And you could always pop it up more if you want it to stick up a little bit more than the flower. But for the deer, I think I'm going to leave it just popped up one more layer than our poinsettia there. I'm going to add a little bit of glue on these thin pieces and a little extra glue there and a little bit glue there on the deer. And then let's add our deer down. And then I just like to go in and kind of press those legs down. And how cute is that turning out to be? And then I definitely think it would be cute to add the little birdie maybe on the deer here. So let's pop up the bird. And then all we need is a sentiment for this. I think I need to trim this down just a bit. There's a little piece left over. We're going to squeeze that on here as well. Add a little extra glue just for reinforcements there. And then I want to make sure that the bird's tail isn't sticking in the deer's face, so we're going to add it right there. I feel like I need, no, that's good. Feeling like I needed a little bit of support behind the tail, but I think that will be fine. That is super cute. Now let's grab the sentiments, or I have some chipboard ones too. This All Is Bright is really cute. Peace, Love, and Laughter. That would be fun. Merry and Bright looks a little big. Let's not do that one. Here's Peace, Love, and Cheer here. Let's do this one. This one's cute. And again, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. Gotta layer those rosettes. And then I'm going to go in with a little gold thread behind my sentiment as well. Just a couple of turns of the gold thread. This I purchased at Hobby Lobby in the sewing section. So I'm going to make this a little smaller by kind of manipulating my ends here. And we're going to stretch this out so we can see it on both sides. All right, that looks good. So let's do some trimming of these ends. So have y'all started crafting for Christmas yet? This is my first official Christmas embellishment. I started working on an embellishment book that the embellishments will go in, but I'm not going to share that on camera yet because it's not finished. And then I'm going to add in some of these fun puffy stickers. I think I kind of want to put a peppermint in the middle of the flower, maybe. They don't want to come off my little pokey tool there. All right, we'll put a peppermint there. And we could add a little bow on the deer. The deer does have a scarf on. This is a little too big for her hair. And she's got the scarf on, but we could add this red here. And you could pop out the center of the bow here, or you could leave that in there if you wanted that look. You can see the difference in it. You can have the opening, or you could leave that in there if that is what you like. But I'm going to pop that out. And then we're going to add this right over top of her scarf to kind of make it look like the scarf is tied with a bow. So cute. All right, let's go in and add a couple more, maybe a couple more gems in here. All right, I think that's good. And we have one rosette complete. Super cute. I love the little bird sitting on the deer. All right, let's make one more together. So for this one, I pulled out a couple pieces of ephemera. I have this poinsettia, this candle, a little gingy, and then I also pulled out another one of my handmade flowers. I think this paper is using one of those Michael's paper stacks. I'm pretty sure that is where that paper came from. So I'm thinking adding the poinsettia in the back and maybe the candle. And then I think I want to add one of my flowers, and then maybe we'll have a gingy peeking out. So let's start by adding this poinsettia down first. And then we'll start building up our layers from there. I have missed crafting. I've been so busy that I really haven't had a chance to craft. So I'm really excited about having a chance today to sit down and just kind of be in my spot and my element in crafting. All right, so let's see. I think I have a slightly smaller flower. I feel like this one is super big. So maybe we do this one and the Genji instead. Although I really like the kind of flower as the main focal point of this. And I kind of wonder if we even need to put our little Genji here. If we do a smaller flower, we could do, I think I want to do the big flower and leave out the Genji and then maybe just do a sentiment of some sort. So let's add this flower down. And I'm going to put that off to the side. Use my finger to push that in, and then I can go back in and kind of fluff up my flower. And we definitely need a sentiment, I think. But it needs to be something pretty small. We could do joyful, cheerful, we have bright. Looking for something that will stand out from this. We have joy. We could do joy. Could do joy up here in the corner. Here is all is bright. We could also add something right here to kind of fill that in as well. Here we have Noel. I kind of like all is bright. And you're not going to see this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim this into a rectangle because you're really not going to see that end. And we're going to go ahead and pop this up. And again, I think I'll add a touch of that gold thread in there. And let's see, let's straighten that up a little bit. And my thread isn't wanting to stick to my tape there. All right, that's a little wonky, but we're gonna go for it. Do all is bright, and then we definitely need something up there. I think we're kind of missing something up there. Let's do, we could do just some peppermints up here, maybe a larger peppermint. Let's do a larger peppermint, and we'll do like a larger peppermint and maybe a smaller peppermint as well. Let's see if we can. And that kind of fills in that area there that looked a little empty. How cute. I love these. So here are the 4 I've completed so far. Make sure you remember to head down and check out the description box, and I'll have all of the information linked down there for Rosie Studios and Amazon links for products that I use. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye.